Pocket English Podcast
from your pocket.
Welcome back to Pocket English. Let's talk about the moment your brain stops working. We are going to look inside your head at the exact second you freeze in English. Picture this. It is Monday morning. You are standing at the office coffee machine. A colleague smiles and asks, "Do anything fun this weekend?" Suddenly, silence. Your brain is screaming answers in your native language, but your mouth is locked shut.
Oh, I hate that feeling. It is like the buffering wheel on a video. I know the answer is I watch TV, but I just stand there smiling like a statue while my face gets hot.
That is called translation lag, and today we are going to give you the tool to bypass it completely.
Translation lag? That sounds like a serious medical condition. Is it incurable?
It feels incurable, but it is actually just a traffic jam in your neurons. Jack, when you froze at the coffee machine, what were you trying to do inside your head?
Well, I was trying to find the English word for watched. Then I was checking if I should use watched or was watching. Then I panicked because I thought my accent would sound bad. And by the time I figured it out, my colleague had already walked away.
Exactly. You were building a house from scratch.
Building a house?
Yes. When you try to translate word for word from your native language, your brain acts like a construction site. You are picking up one brick, the subject. Then you look for another brick, the verb. Then you look for some cement, the grammar rule. It is slow, it is heavy, and it takes a lot of cognitive energy.
That makes sense. And while I'm laying bricks, the other person is waiting for an answer.
Correct. The gap between them asking and you answering is where the panic lives. That silence, that is the translation lag. And the longer that silence lasts, the more your stress hormones spike, which actually shuts down your language center.
So the more I panic, the dumber I get.
Unfortunately, yes. Your brain goes into fight or flight mode. It thinks the coffee machine conversation is a tiger attacking you.
It feels like a tiger sometimes. So what is the alternative? If I don't build the house brick by brick, how do I speak?
You don't build the house. You buy a prefabricated one. You grab a box.
Okay, now you have lost me.
Think about how you say, "I don't know." Do you think about the subject, I, the auxiliary verb, do, the negative, not, and the main verb, no?
No, I just say I don't know. It comes out as one sound. I don't know.
Exactly. That is not 4 words to your brain. That is one single chunk of data, one box. You didn't build it. You just grabbed it from the shelf. That is why you never freeze when saying, "I don't know," or "How are you?" Those represent automatic neural pathways.
Okay, I see. So the problem is that for everything else, like describing my weekend, I'm back to using bricks.
Precisely. And the solution is to turn those complex answers into chunks. We call these anchor phrases.
Anchor phrases.
Yes, an anchor phrase is a pre-memorized automatic starting sequence. It is the runway for your airplane. It gets you moving before you even know where you are going.
I like the sound of that, because usually I'm trying to fly the plane while building the wings.
Which is a guaranteed crash. The goal of an anchor phrase is to buy your brain 2 seconds of time. It fills the silence immediately so you don't panic, and while your mouth is saying the anchor, your brain is quietly loading the real vocabulary in the background.
That sounds like a magic trick. Can we try one? Because I have a meeting tomorrow and I know someone is going to ask me about my weekend.
Let's do exactly that. The weekend question is the most common small talk trap. How was your weekend?
The worst.
Why is it the worst?
Because weekend is too big. I did laundry, I slept, I saw a movie, I ate pizza. My brain tries to say all of it at once and I choke.
So we need an anchor phrase that works for 90% of weekends. Here's the first one. It's for a good, positive weekend. Listen to the pattern. It was really nice, I mostly just...
It was really nice, I mostly just...
Stop. Don't think about the grammar. Treat it like one long word. It was really nice, I mostly just...
It was really nice, I mostly just...
Perfect. Now, Jack, I'm going to ask you about your weekend. I want you to start with that noise. Don't worry about the ending yet.
Okay, I'm ready.
Jack, how was your weekend?
It was really nice, I mostly just watched a movie.
Did you feel that?
Wow, yeah. I didn't have to think about the first half. It just rolled out.
And because it rolled out automatically, what was your brain doing while you were saying it was really nice?
I was searching for the movie part, but I wasn't stressed because I was already speaking.
Exactly. You bypassed the translation lag. You bought yourself 2 seconds of clear airtime.
That is a game changer. But wait, grammar question. You said I mostly just. Does the next word have to be a specific tense?
Great observation. This is why this specific anchor is so powerful. I mostly just is usually followed by a past simple verb. I mostly just relaxed. I mostly just cleaned. I mostly just slept. It forces your brain into the right grammar tense automatically.
So I don't have to stand there thinking, okay, past tense of sleep, slept. The anchor pulls the verb out of me?
It acts like a magnet. It pulls the right grammar along with it.
That is brilliant. But Emma, what if my weekend wasn't nice? What if it was boring? If I say it was really nice when I actually just stared at the wall for 2 days, I feel like a liar.
That is
A fair point. You need a different tool for a different job. Let's look at the neutral anchor. This is for when you didn't do anything special, and you don't want to invent a crazy story.
Yes, this is my reality 99% of the time.
The neutral anchor is nothing special, mostly.
Nothing special, mostly.
Try it. How was your weekend, Jack?
Nothing special, mostly. Just stayed home.
See how easy that was? You didn't have to translate I didn't do much. You just used the block.
It feels safer. It feels like I have a safety net.
That is exactly what it is. And before we give you the third one, which is my favorite, by the way, if you are finding these patterns helpful, make sure to tap the subscribe button. We release new episodes every week to help you build these exact kinds of safety nets for your English. It is the easiest way to make sure you never miss a tool that could save you in a conversation.
And it really helps us out too. So what is the third one? You said it's your favorite?
The third one is the honest anchor. This is for when you are tired or busy, or you just don't want to pretend to be super happy.
Oh, I need this one. Sometimes I am just too exhausted to be the happy English speaker.
Exactly. And that is okay. The honest anchor goes like this. To be honest, I just...
To be honest, Oh, I like the rhythm of that.
It signals to the listener that you are being authentic. It builds connection instantly.
To be honest, I just slept.
Perfect. You sound natural, you sound confident, and most importantly, you didn't freeze.
I didn't freeze because I didn't have to make a choice. The choice was already made.
That is the key to fluency. Fluency isn't about knowing all the words in the dictionary. It is about reducing the number of decisions your brain has to make in real time.
Reducing the cognitive load.
Exactly. Every time you use an anchor phrase, you are saving energy. And you can use that energy to focus on the person you are talking to, instead of focusing on your own grammar fears.
Okay, but I have a worry.
What is it?
Does this make me sound like a robot? If I say, it was really nice, I mostly just, every single Monday, won't my colleagues think I am a glitching computer program?
That is a very common fear. But think about your native language. How many different ways do you really answer, how are you?
I guess mostly I just say, good, you?
Exactly. We repeat ourselves constantly in our native languages. We just don't notice it. Using an anchor phrase isn't robotic. It is natural. It is how native speakers operate.
That makes me feel better. I always feel like I need to be a poet in English, coming up with unique sentences every time.
That is the perfectionism trap. Let go of the poetry. Embrace the patterns.
Okay, so I have 3 anchors now. Positive, it was really nice, I mostly just. Neutral, nothing special, mostly. And honest, to be honest, I just.
Perfect. But knowing them isn't enough. We have to install them.
Install them? Like software?
Yes, because right now these phrases are in your tacit memory. You understand them, but when the pressure is on at the coffee machine, you won't be able to reach them. We need to move them to your active motor memory.
How do we do that? Please don't say grammar exercises.
No grammar exercises. We are going to do a visualization drill.
Okay, I can do visualization.
I want you, and everyone listening, to close your eyes for a second. Unless you are driving, of course.
Eyes closed, I am ready.
Imagine you are walking into your workplace or your school. See the door, feel the handle. You walk in. You see that person who always asks you questions.
Okay, I see him. It's Dave from accounting. He loves small talk.
Dave looks at you. He opens his mouth. You know what is coming. Now, before he speaks, I want you to preload your anchor. Choose one now.
I'm choosing to be honest.
Okay. Hear it in your head. To be honest, I just...
Now Dave asks,
Hey, Jack, how was your weekend? Go.
to be honest, I just caught up on sleep.
How did that feel?
It felt fast, like I was holding a shield, and I blocked him immediately.
That is the preloading technique. You don't wait for the question to start thinking. You pick your anchor before you even enter the room. That is such a simple shift. Usually I walk into the room
Thinking, I hope nobody talks to me.
which is a defensive posture. It puts your brain in fear mode. Preloading puts your brain in attack mode. You are ready. You have your sword drawn.
I feel like a linguistic warrior now.
You are. And the beautiful thing is, once you say that first anchor phrase, the hard part is over. The conversation has started. The ice is broken. You are flowing.
And I imagine this works for other questions too, not just weekends.
Absolutely. You can build
Anchor phrases for anything. What do you do for work? Could have an anchor. I work in field, mostly dealing with.
I work in marketing, mostly dealing with social media.
Where are you from? Could be, I'm originally from place, but I've lived here for.
I am originally from Ohio, but I've lived here for 10 years.
See, you are not building sentences. You are just filling in the blanks.
It really takes the pressure off. I feel like I have permission to stop struggling.
That is the biggest gift you can give yourself as a learner. Permission to use the easy path.
So, Emma, what is the challenge for this week? I feel ready to test this out on real humans.
The challenge is simple. Tomorrow, or the next time you leave your house, I want you to pick one anchor phrase. Just one. Write it on a sticky note or put it on your phone lock screen.
Okay, one phrase.
And your goal is to use it once, just one time. Force it into a conversation. Even if the question isn't exactly how was your weekend, try to adapt it. If someone asks, what did you do yesterday? Use the anchor.
It was really nice. I mostly just worked.
Exactly. It works.
I am going to try the to be honest one. I feel like that is going to be my secret weapon.
I love that. And we want to know which weapon you are choosing. So in the comments, tell us, what is one anchor phrase you will use this week? Is it the positive one, the neutral one, or the honest one?
Or maybe you have your own anchor phrase that you already use. I'd love to steal some ideas from our listeners.
Me too. Let's build a library of anchors down there.
Thanks for breaking my translation lag, Emma. I feel like I can finally visit the coffee machine without sweating.
You have got this, Jack. Just grab the box. Don't build the bricks.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Keep talking and let your English grow.